WrestleMania is in the books. New rosters have been drafted, but still, there is some payback to be had. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE Payback right here on BrendenPlayz. This is the first pay-per-view of the new season of Universe Mode, season number 5, and we're going to start things off here tonight with the United States Championship on the line, but we have an action-packed episode for you. If you want to check out a specific match, head to the description down below. You can go ahead and click on whatever match you would like to see. And of course, Payback is brought to you by the BrendenPlayz forums, BrendenPlayz.com/forums, the one place you need to go to discuss all the latest in wrestling. Check us out on Discord as well whilst you're there. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get things underway, as we said, with the United States Championship on the line. It is AJ Styles up against Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose bringing the United States Championship to SmackDown for the first time in the series. Ambrose has started to find his best form over the last number of months. AJ Styles, on the other hand, has not been at his best. AJ Styles has been dealing with Roman Reigns for the last number of months, ever since around the Royal Rumble time. AJ Styles losing his WWE Championship to Reigns. Couldn't quite get it back in the follow-up matchups at Elimination Chamber and on SmackDown. He tried to get himself into the WrestleMania main event. He missed out. AJ Styles had a good night at WrestleMania against John Cena, but the question still remains, what's the future for AJ Styles? Why can't he beat Roman Reigns? What's been going on there? But Roman Reigns will now move on to take on Sami Zayn later on tonight, so AJ Styles has to move on from Reigns and shift gears. And he's targeting Reigns' close friend and ally, Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose coming over from Raw here to SmackDown. Ambrose, multiple-time United States champion. And as we said, things are starting to look up for Ambrose after having a pretty lean patch in Season 4 for a while there. Nothing much really happening for Dean. He's been, well, on SmackDown, back to Raw, on SmackDown, back to Raw. It's been, you know, back and forth many, many times for Dean, but he's back on SmackDown, and this is a chance for him to regain his best form on a brand where he did have his most amount of success, winning the Intercontinental Championship at one time, moving on, winning the Royal Rumble, and of course the WWE Championship at a WrestleMania as well. Dean Ambrose has done it all, really. He has been so successful. But the jury still remains out there. You know, is Dean Ambrose losing some of that luster? Is he going to be able to get back to where he was a few years ago here in Universe Mode, where he was a world champion caliber superstar? I think he's on the verge of getting back there after having a pretty rough 12 months. Ambrose and Styles one-on-one. We start things off here for Payback. We're underway. And Dean will start things off with a Russian leg sweep and takes down AJ Styles. Good start there for Dean, who obviously looking to get things, well, moving for his career, as we said, looking to get himself back in perhaps world title contention. AJ Styles, I'm not sure where he's going to be at in the coming months. As we said, he's not going to get another opportunity for the WWE Championship as long as Roman Reigns is champion. He's out of contention. He's had enough chances, and AJ Styles has to move on to something other than the WWE Championship. That's why he's looking towards the US title. And it's all a neck breaker there by Dean Ambrose. Looking towards this title because we've seen this championship used so many times to elevate yourself and get yourself ready to challenge the WWE Champion at some point. And the Intercontinental Championship, very, very similar, as AJ springs off the ropes. Oh, lands down on Ambrose and takes him down. And Ambrose, well, getting a bit of a taste of what AJ Styles can produce here early on, as he takes him down, though, does Dean. AJ Styles, we've seen, Dolph Ziggler, for example, US Championship around his waist many times, moved on to get himself a WWE Championship as Ambrose taken to the outside with a clothesline. AJ Styles would like to replicate that, use this title as a stepping stone, and, oh, what a suplex, landing on the steel steps. Rough landing there for Dean. AJ Styles coming out of the gates pretty hot here, looking to really make a big impact early on and try and get things going for himself. After, as we said, a rough couple of months dealing with Reigns, but things are looking up for him in recent times. I suppose that's the beauty of it for AJ Styles. He can move on from Reigns, come back, challenge for the United States Championship, and find out what he's doing wrong. Try and improve himself and get ready, perhaps to challenge Reigns or a new WWE champion. It could be Sami Zayn, we don't know in the future. Right now, AJ Styles looking pretty good, pretty confident. Ambrose got to get back in the ring. Very close to a count out. Ambrose back in though and has a hold of AJ Styles. And Dean working on the arm there. Picks up Styles, has him up to the shoulders and bounces off the top of the turnbuckle, does AJ Styles. Dean Ambrose a long way away from AJ right now. He won't find him as AJ rolls out of the way. He had enough time to prepare himself there and get out of the way. As Dean taken down again, and this time he grabs on the legs, keeps the shoulders down, not quite able to get it done though, as Dean Ambrose able to kick out, but a close encounter nonetheless for AJ Styles, continuing to work away on the leg, and AJ went for a springboard moonsault, missed out though. Both men able to evade each other's big moves early on here. They've obviously well prepared, well scouted, they know each other's game very, very well so far, despite not having too many meetings against one another, these two men. Been a while since we've seen the two lock up. As now, AJ Styles bouncing off Dean Ambrose. As now AJ, up he goes and hit with a powerbomb. Now Ambrose working away on AJ Styles. Dean Ambrose going to get him up here. Dean Ambrose been dealing with The Miz over the last number of months. He lost the United States Championship in a fatal 4-way match just after the Royal Rumble, but he was not pinned. He was able to win it back at the Elimination Chamber, then successfully defend it at WrestleMania as well. And Ambrose with a knee right there to AJ. Before that, he was dealing with Dolph Ziggler. He's had a run-in with Nakamura as well, so a bit of a big number of, 6-month period, I suppose you could say, for Dean Ambrose regarding the United States Championship. But obviously before that, he was having a bit of a bad patch. There's not a lot going on for Dean. But post probably SummerSlam period, Dean Ambrose started to get himself back in line for championships. The cover, not able to get it done again. Ambrose able to kick out, and AJ Styles with an elbow. And with Dean Ambrose winning that US title at Elimination Chamber and hanging on to it for a couple months here, you really start to feel as though Ambrose is on the verge of breaking through back to the top. He can't afford a loss here though. That will derail all that momentum he's been building. Speaking of momentum, springing off the ropes into the clothesline. Classic Dean Ambrose on display. You don't want to derail that momentum if you're Dean Ambrose, but you also, you want to make sure that you keep an eye on the major prize. That is the WWE Championship, but his close friend in Roman Reigns does have that title right now. Does that mean that Ambrose won't challenge for it as long as Reigns is champion? Well, we'll see how that quickly changes if he gets an opportunity. Is now AJ off the top with an elbow, but Dean again swats it away. As we said, both men know each other pretty well here. Able to avoid and counter each other's big moves. As he's sprung off the ropes there and he's down, hook the leg, could be it, no. AJ Styles is going to slow it down a little bit, or attempts to slow it down. Dean Ambrose not having any of it, with a forearm catching AJ in the skull, and then into the Michinoku driver. Will this be enough? He hooks that leg, shoulders down, and AJ kicks out at 2. Now Dean lining up AJ Styles, perhaps thinking about the dirty deeds. Can he find it? Here we go, hooks the arms, he's going to get it. Yes, he's done it! Ambrose with the dirty deeds. I thought he might be able to count it. Will AJ Styles? Trouble for AJ, there's 2, but no, he's able to kick out just before 3 and keeps this one alive. Ambrose can't believe it, and I can't believe he even got the move out, considering that AJ's been able to find a reversal for all of Ambrose's major moves. On this occasion, Ambrose snuck it in and nearly grabbed the 3 count. So close. Styles just hanging on by a thread. Inverted DDT by Ambrose, and now Styles slowly back to his feet. Are we going to see another dirty deeds? Here it comes. Here's 2. There it is. It's got to be it now. Has to be over. Ambrose hooks the leg. Styles is down. There's 2. No, again, he gets that shoulder up, and Ambrose now questioning the referee, saying, are you kidding me? That had to be 3. Ambrose frustrated as, I can't believe that he's been able to kick out twice as AJ Styles. He's still in this match, but has he got anything left? He hooks the leg now of Ambrose, trying to put a bit of pressure back on him. 2 kickouts of the dirty deeds, and all of a sudden, This match has been turned upside down, and speaking of Ambrose, he's upside down as well, taken down. And Styles springs off the ropes, this time connecting with a moonsault. Well, AJ Styles persevered, somehow stayed in the match, and now, Snapmare, he's got the advantage again. Oh, Ambrose caught him with an elbow, and that busted him open. Styles though with the clothesline. That elbow, the point of the elbow hitting the forehead and just sliced the skull of AJ Styles open, and the 1916, it hasn't bothered AJ too much just yet. Hooks the leg, can't get it though. Close encounter here between two of SmackDown's best. Two men that want to be WWE Champion at some point in the near future. Two men that want to be the top star, want to be the face of the brand. Two men fighting it out right now for that United States Championship to kick things off here tonight. So many more big matches to come as well here at Payback. And this is just the first of many, as AJ, you see the blood on the forehead. He's in trouble. Ambrose firing up here in the corner, building some steam now into the Bulldog. Beautiful combination of maneuvers there by Ambrose. Surely he's going to be able to beat AJ Styles very soon. AJ's in trouble. Ambrose hooks the leg. Fisherman suplex. Can't grab onto the leg though to hang on to it. If he had have maybe been able to get that 3 count just there. AJ's down. He's been down for more than 3 seconds. But Ambrose going to the crowd. Getting a little bit overconfident, I think. Instead of focusing on AJ, he's looking to the crowd, taunting away. The crowd, mixed response at best for Dean Ambrose. He's not exactly the most loved, but in the last number of months, people starting to be a little bit more fond of him. But his new association, or reassociation rather, with Roman Reigns has certainly soured a few people off. As lands down onto the canvas, does AJ, missing everything. Ambrose lining him up again for another dirty deeds. This time Styles aware of it. With a jawbreaker, with a counter, had to. Wraps him up here with a pump handle into the knee, into the midsection. AJ Styles desperately avoiding that dirty deeds, keeping this match alive. But how much longer can he hang on though? Ambrose gets met with a kick. Now the right hand. Tried to grab him from behind, had a waist lock, missed out. Ambrose trying to do the same. Both men going back and forth again. They can't quite wrestle the advantage here. As now AJ, oh my goodness, drilled into the canvas. He's got to be in trouble now. The blood streaming down the forehead. And Ambrose trying to drive the boot into AJ Styles' chest, and does so. And a takedown there by AJ. He's desperate right now, and he's looking to the outside, to the ropes here. Ambrose is down. AJ Styles might be looking for his best shot. Here he comes. Phenomenal forearm. Caught it and busted him open. Hooks the leg. AJ, will this be it? Oh, he's done it. AJ Styles has stolen this match with the phenomenal forearm. Busting open Dean Ambrose, perhaps knocking him out cold with that forearm. It got him flush on the head, right where you want it, and all of a sudden, Ambrose has gone from on the verge of beating AJ Styles to just minutes later, AJ stealing the win and getting the United States Championship. AJ Styles taken down with the dirty deeds twice in this match, able to kick out on both occasions. How? I will never know. But the phenomenal forearm in the end got him and picks up the win. Styles, for the first time, becomes United States Champion here in Universe Mode. What a victory! We are backstage here with Braun Strowman. Braun, you're not defending your championship here tonight. Any update as to why that is?
I've been told there's a lack of competition here on Monday Night Raw, which surprises me because you've got guys like John Cena calling me out, mentioning my name, wanting an opportunity for my Intercontinental Championship. So if there's a lack of competition here on Raw, well, it's time for those people who are calling me out to step up and prove that they're worthy of facing me one-on-one. because I'm ready to go right here tonight. I'm ready to fight anybody in my way, but there's nobody here that is ready to fight me. I want to defend my Intercontinental Championship tonight, but the Raw General Manager Christian has said that I can't. So he may be able to stop me tonight from defending my title, but tomorrow night on Raw, I'm going to be there and I'm going to be ready to go. So whoever wants to face me, whoever wants to challenge me for my championship, well, I'm going to be there and I'm ready for a fight. So, if you want my title, all you have to do is come take it from me.
Well, Braun Strowman wants to defend the championship tonight. Unfortunately, Christian has not found a challenger for him. But Braun Strowman basically saying, hey, anyone out there wants a championship opportunity, come and get one. Coming up on Monday Night Raw, we may see Braun Strowman defend that title next up. So no title defense tonight for Strowman, but there will be a women's championship defense here tonight, with Alexa Bliss coming out to challenge for the WWE Women's Championship. With two other women in this matchup as well, a triple threat match. We may finally get a clear-cut winner in this whole situation. Alexa Bliss won the first ever Women's Royal Rumble match. She had an opportunity at WrestleMania to challenge for the championship, and it was all going well until this woman, Nia Jax, got herself involved, causing a no contest. On that occasion, it was a draw, and Nia Jax interrupting the matchup, and now Nia Jax has got herself another chance for the women's championship after losing it at the Elimination Chamber to Sasha Banks. It was originally going to be Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax, and well, Alexa Bliss stepped in and decided she really did not want to face Nia Jax for that championship, and made sure Nia Jax lost her rematch against Sasha Banks on Raw a few weeks after the Elimination Chamber. And Nia Jax just returned the favor, I suppose, made sure that Alexa Bliss was not going to win that women's championship at WrestleMania. Well, the woman who has, well, surprisingly snuck into the situation is the champion, Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks was, just waiting for her opportunity, just getting wins, racking them up, and eventually she got herself an opportunity for the championship at the Chamber. She shocked us all when she did beat Nia Jax, and, well, she's been lucky enough to survive as champion and head into here tonight's Payback event as the champion. So, a little bit of luck for Sasha Banks, able to capitalize on all this drama between Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss. But now, this is the difficult one. It's a triple threat match. Sasha does not have to be pinned or submitted to lose the championship. And you got Nia Jax involved, who's big, strong, powerful. She's going to be tough to deal with. And you got Alexa Bliss, who is smart and cunning. She's going to find a way to weasel herself into a championship victory, you have to think. She's got a plan, as right now the plan not going into effect as she gets met with a knee by Nia Jax, who will outpower everybody in this match. As, a back body drop clearly on display right there. Well, you have to think Sasha and Alexa Bliss will have to team up to take down Nia Jax, but some bad blood between Sasha Banks and Alexa Bliss. They personally just do not like each other, and that's been well documented. So any chances of them teaming up tonight, probably pretty minimal. As now a leg sweep there by Sasha. So Alexa and Sasha don't like each other. Alexa and Nia Jax don't like each other. Sasha and Nia Jax, well, I'd say there's probably some bad blood there too, considering that Sasha took the championship away from Nia Jax. So I think all three women just don't like each other. Nia Jax coming after Sasha. Alexa was coming after Nia, but missed out though. Nia decides, well, Alexa's in the ring, may as well take full advantage of it. The only way you can get a pinfall or submission is inside the squared circle. You've got to be in the ring to be able to do it. So Sasha Banks outside the ring. She's safe out there. It doesn't really help Nia Jax to come after her out there when you've got a vulnerable Alexa Bliss in the middle of the ring. Sasha back in the ring now. Coming after Nia Jax, Alexa Bliss just watching. And now, well, here you go. We said, will they team up? I didn't think it would happen, but there is a prime example of what they probably should be looking to accomplish in this match, with a double leg sweep. Now back after one another though. Instead of coming after Nia Jax and inflicting more damage, they fight each other. So they put their differences aside for a moment. Alexa Bliss now has a chance. Nia Jax down, heading to the top of the rope here. Alexa Might look for a Twisted Bliss early on here. She's going to fly. Nia Jax up to her feet now, though. Alexa wanted her to be there, and Hurricane Rana takes down the bigger woman. Nia Jax taken down. Alexa Bliss in the corner, and she can pose. I wouldn't do it, though, as tossed off the top. Here's Alexa Bliss. Not good at all. You don't want to pose for too long because you'll pay the price. Neckbreaker there by Sasha Banks. Nia Jax to a knee. Alexa with the uppercut there to Sasha Banks. Right hand there by Sasha. And now Alexa continued to work away. And now, I thought maybe we'll see a double team there. Nia Jax was coming over to help out. Alexa Bliss didn't want her help. Instead, she works on Sasha Banks, who bounces off the top of the turnbuckle. Alexa Bliss now drags down Nia Jax. Using her body weight to pull down Nia Jax. She had to use all of it as well. Nia Jax has been dominant, but she's suffered a few losses over the last couple of months. Her confidence is down. She sends Alexa over the top of the rope. Comes back after Sasha Banks now. Alexa Bliss watches on, but she'll get back in there as now Nia Jax will get Sasha on the second rope. Here comes Nia. Lands down on the neck area and the back of Sasha Banks, but Alexa Bliss takes down Nia. Sasha's been out of this match for a long period of time, and she continues to get back in and then taken out. She spent a lot of the time down and out. Now that could be an advantage to her where she can recover, but also it presents an opportunity for either Nia or Alexa to take advantage and win this thing. So it's dangerous for Sasha Banks to be outside the ring. She spent a lot of time out there. Back in now though with the double knees. She runs back in, immediately comes after Nia Jax, and I think they've both identified the issue. That is Nia. And Alexa again. Well, did she learn from last time? I don't think so. She wants to pose. She wants the crowd to see her. This time she runs after Nia and kicks her down. Sasha and Alexa not working together at all. They have a chance to do so, but they're just bumping into one another, and that's because they just want to have the glory for themselves. As now Alexa takes down Sasha Banks. The shoulders are down. A chance to put her away, not able to do it. Well, Nia Jax, despite being big, tough, and powerful, the situation she's got herself into has gained a bit of support from the crowd. The fans have been a little bit sympathetic towards her. The fact that, Alexa Bliss screwed her over, screwed her out of a chance to go to WrestleMania to begin with. And they were pretty much supportive of her taking that away from Alexa Bliss and returning the favor. As Sasha with a frog splash. Don't think she got all of it. She hurt herself in the process though. As you can see, a little bit ginger getting back to her feet now. And Alexa, jawbreaker there on Nia. And Alexa Bliss going to work away on Sasha Banks again, taking her into the corner. Hurricane Rana, this time grabs the leg. Could be in here. Alexa's got it. No. Counted here by Sasha. Shoulders down, close to the ropes. Alexa reverses back. And a kick out there by Sasha, who doesn't want to go back and forth again because we've seen that before in recent weeks. Take a victory. Now Sasha, this is what she's used for so many times to beat Nia Jax. That neck breaker, but she normally grabs onto the legs to go for the cover. This time not able to do so with Nia Jax around and looming and looking to take her out. Sasha realized she can't afford to get hit there with an easy strike by Nia. Instead, takes down Jax with the backstabber. Now into the bank statement, locked in, but that huge boot of Nia Jax able to find the rope. Nia very tall, and she's using that size to her advantage there to save the day. Alexa back to her feet anyways though, probably would have broken it up, as now Sasha Banks coming after Alexa Bliss, drives her back into the corner. Grabs a hold of her, but Alexa with the counter. Nia Jax still down. If you want to take advantage, this is the time. Alexa Bliss could try and get Nia in position for the Twisted Bliss, you'd think. Gonna roll her over, and said she's just gonna go for the cover. Why not? Worth a try. There's two. Nearly gets three. Nia Jax, she's hurting. Bank statement wasn't in for long, but enough. That backstabber, I suppose, took a lot out of her. As now Alexa going for a DDT, missed out. Nia Jax fighting for her life here. This is her big moment, Nia. This is her big opportunity. She hasn't really been able to make the most of it. That will help, though. Huge slam there Fireman's carry into the slam. The cover. Sasha's coming. We'll break it up though at the count of 1. Instead, this time Sasha goes for the cover. Don't know about that one. Elbow there by Nia Jax, and now Sasha at the counter. Well, we'll see a fatal 4-way later on tonight. We're getting a bit of a taste of what we can expect in that one in this matchup here. And we see Samoa Joe, Randy Orton, Finn Balor, and Seth Rollins compete for the Universal Championship that Samoa Joe currently holds. Big match later on tonight. Right now, Sasha Banks, though, into this neck breaker. Yes! Doesn't grab the legs over the cover, but she will go for it anyways. Here it is. There's 2. And no, Alexa just kicks out. Alexa Bliss barely survives. And now Nia. Oh no, gets met with a tornado DDT. Nia Jax trying to use her power, but used against her in that instance. Sasha now with a cover. Doesn't hook the leg. And that could have cost her there. Not a great cover there by Sasha. And now Banks into the drop kick, into the back there. And now Banks is looking to keep things going here. She's looking pretty good at the moment, the champion. Hanging on. Right hand to the back of Nia. Sasha going for that DDT again. Finds it. Let's not forget the winner of this one will remain champion heading into the women's brand split. The women's roster will be cut in half. Some will go to Raw, some will go to SmackDown. We're going to find out who will hang on to the women's championship here. Will it be Alexa? Will it be Nia? Or will Sasha Banks still remain as women's champion? Enziguri there. And Alexa, well, she had a harsh landing there. Her head slapped right into the canvas. And now, here it is, another cover, but Nia Jax is coming. Won't matter, kick out. And now Jax taken down with an inverted DDT. Well, who does Alexa Bliss go for? She's got Sasha down. She's got Jax down. This is the difficult circumstances. She's going to try and pick up Nia. Doesn't happen, though, as Nia countering and slams down Bliss. Sasha Banks getting distracted by a rowdy fan in the crowd. And now that's going to cost her as Alexa Bliss is down. Perfect opportunity for Nia Jax to take advantage here. Is she going to look for a superplex off the top? She could really do some big damage here to Sasha Banks. Nia Jax. Oh no, she's got it right in the air from vertical. But Sasha with a knee and saves the day, barely hanging onto the ropes by a fingertip, if you will. Sasha now, here it is, backstabber, into the bank statement again, but Nia's close to the ropes. And referee will have to call it. Nia had her foot on the rope again. Jax still in this thing as Sasha trying a different submission hold now. Won't matter, Alexa Bliss breaks it up quickly. Alexa again, turn around Alexa, the cover is here. I thought Nia Jax's hand was underneath the rope. Referee didn't see it, or didn't call it anyways, he was okay with it. Alexa too busy taunting, it could cost her here greatly in a moment's time if she does that again. Right hands back and forth, lefts and rights now, the boots involved as well. Alexa Bliss with a back rake. Sharp nails, right into the back, it can hurt. As now Alexa gonna try her hand, try her luck at pinning Nia, no. Great matchup here between three of the best women right now in the WWE, all fighting to become women's champion. And a rivalry that's been going on for the last couple of months, culminating here tonight in a triple threat. Here's Alexa, shot to the midsection, DDT! Alexa with a DDT and an injured Nia Jax, hooks the leg, will this be it? 2! Yes, she got it! Nia Jax couldn't kick out. Alexa Bliss gets the 3, while Sasha Banks was mid-air, about to break the pinfall up. The referee counted the 3, and Alexa takes advantage of a wounded Nia Jax, and she's pinned. Nia, can you believe it? We've got a new women's champion. Alexa Bliss has done it. Bliss wins the women's championship, pinning Nia Jax. Sasha Banks, I couldn't believe it. She was coming in to the ring, about to break it up. She just needed another second and she would have. And unfortunately for Sasha, she misses out by, well, milliseconds, and Alexa Bliss takes full advantage. I thought she was going to blow it. I thought she was going to mess things up greatly when she kept on taunting to the crowd, kept on posing, too worried about how she was looking rather than focusing on the match. But she saw an opportunity, she took advantage of it, and now, after winning the Women's Royal Rumble, well, her big moment was meant to happen at WrestleMania. That did not happen. Instead, it happens tonight at Payback. Alexa Bliss, the new Women's Champion of the WWE, and will be the champion heading in to the Women's Brand Split. Roman, tonight you defend the championship against Sami Zayn in our main event. Do you have any update about Sami Zayn's condition at all? I don't really care about Sami Zayn's condition. All I know is that if Sami Zayn shows up, he's going to get another beating of his life. A few weeks ago, I showed that Sami Zayn cannot match up with me. Sami Zayn winning that Battle Royal was a fluke. It was a fluke victory, and it's something that will never happen again. Sami Zayn does not belong in the same ring as me. I have fought Sami Zayn all of last year, and I beat Sami Zayn, and at the end of the day, I proved that I was the true deserving champion. Sami Zayn, he fell away. He fell away into obscurity. After all the opportunities that he had for the WWE Championship, he missed out, he failed, and was unable to get the job done. My first chance, I won. My first chance, I had my hand held up high, and now I have defended my championship not once, but twice, and I've proven once and for all that I'm the person, I'm the man that everybody should be cheering for. Everyone continues to boo me, but for some reason they cheer a loser like Sami Zayn, a guy who's never won a big match in his life. Tonight, Sami Zayn, if you can crawl your way to the ring and somehow get in the ring and fight me, I will put you down once and for all. I will take you out, I will put you on the sidelines, and I will make sure that you never, ever get close to a WWE Championship again in your career, because you will be beaten so badly tonight that you will never want to take me on or ever want to embarrass yourself on the main stage again. Very, very strong words for Sami Zayn. We don't know what Sami Zayn's condition will be. He hasn't been seen since his vicious beatdown by Reigns. We hope that Sami Zayn can fight tonight. We now move on to our next match, and we thought Reigns and Zayn hated one another. These two men hate each other perhaps even more. Bobby Roode and Drew McIntyre will do battle tonight. We take it back all the way to NXT TakeOver, where the championship is on the line. Drew McIntyre has successfully beaten Bobby Roode at TakeOver, but then Bobby Roode would come back for a rematch. McIntyre would put him down and defeat Bobby Roode. What we thought would be once and for all, and an end to this rivalry. These two men have done battle for the NXT Championship a number of times. Now the title is out of the picture, and it's time for these two men to battle one-on-one in a no-holds-barred match to settle the score and end this once and for all. Both men find themselves on the same brand, and when Drew McIntyre made his Raw debut, well, Bobby Roode returned the favor and made sure that Drew McIntyre would find a loss in his matchup against Dolph Ziggler. And that sparked another rivalry between these two. We thought it was put to bed, but you put these two in the same place at the same time, with all the bad blood they've had, it just sparks a new feud between the two. They had a big brawl in the parking lot as well. They brawled all around the backstage area over the last number of weeks. They've been separated for the last week or two, but they're raring to go tonight. No holds barred. Time to settle things here. Drew McIntyre, Bobby Roode, they battle for the NXT Championship. Now they just battle to prove who is the better man once and for all. McIntyre beat him at TLC. McIntyre beat him at TakeOver. Well, McIntyre beat him again here tonight at Payback. It's been the one guy that Bobby Roode has not been able to beat. Bobby Roode spent majority of his time in NXT as the NXT Champion. Without a doubt, the most successful NXT Champion there has been, perhaps ever will be. Bobby Roode now has to wonder, what does he have to do to beat Drew McIntyre? Ever since coming to Monday Night Raw, he signed one of the biggest contracts in Raw history. Well, Roode has been a little bit underwhelming. No championships as of yet. He's been close to getting himself in that US title hunt, WWE Championship hunt as well. But now Bobby Roode has to reassess. No Universal title hit for him here tonight. No Intercontinental Championship here for him tonight. It's just Drew McIntyre one-on-one. And, well, you have to say, whoever wins this match could definitely be in line. We talked about Braun Strowman looking for a challenger, for a new contender. Well, I definitely believe whoever wins this match tonight might be the man to face Braun Strowman next. I've heard John Cena throw his name out there as well. Perhaps we'll see, if Bobby Roode wins tonight, Bobby Roode and Cena, #1 contenders match in the future, or McIntyre and Cena, #1 contenders. We don't know, but what we do know is this match has a lot more meaning than we think. It is a battle between the two men, but certainly could have major implications in future matchups, no doubt, because we've obviously Samoa Joe, if he can hang on to that Universal Championship later on tonight, we might be looking for a new man to face him next up, and one of these two men might be that guy. We are underway. McIntyre and Roode, one-on-one, no holds barred, the rulebook thrown out the window. Pinfall submission must take place inside the ring, though. That's really all there is to it. You can use weapons, you can hit him with a low blow, you can do whatever you want, really. But let's hope we have a fair one-on-one matchup here and really get an idea of who is the better man. McIntyre picking up Bobby Roode now, up at the shoulders. Roode trying to fight out of it. McIntyre has the power game. Roode certainly has plenty of power himself, but cannot compare to Drew McIntyre, who has plenty of size about him, has the height advantage as well, as now he's going to drive Bobby Roode's head first into the canvas right here. Big matchup for both these men, two Raw superstars, and with the brand exclusive pay-per-views coming up in the near future, these guys I'm sure will have their opportunities much more in the future. Them missing out a little bit in the last number of months, Bobby Roode in particular. With these brand exclusive pay-per-views coming up, it's a rivalry like this that certainly will feature a little bit more in our upcoming pay-per-views, and an opportunity to really find out who is the best rising stars here on Raw and of course SmackDown as well. Drew McIntyre picks up Roode in the midsection, and the gut wrench drives him down as well. This is what Bobby Roode has to deal with, again going after the gut wrench, and just picks him up and slams him down one more time. That is brute strength by Drew McIntyre. NXT champion Drew McIntyre losing it recently to Adam Cole, and lost an Iron Man match as well in their rematch. So McIntyre said, okay, I've done what I wanted to do in NXT. It's time to move up and head back to the main roster, a place that he was once a part of. He was once a SmackDown superstar. Oh! Roode slammed into the ring post. It's all legal. No holds barred. You can do whatever you want out there, and the referee won't count these superstars out either. McIntyre picks him up. Roode trying to fight out of it again. Almost another powerbomb, this time to the outside of the ring. That would have been very, very deadly for Drew McIntyre. And now, Bobby Roode. Oh, tried to suplex McIntyre outside of the ring. This time, McIntyre head first. Down goes Bobby Roode. Well, meeting the outside of the ring a little bit closer than perhaps he would have liked. And now McIntyre inverted DDT. He's completely controlling this matchup right now. Well, it has to be difficult for Bobby Roode coming into this match knowing that Drew McIntyre has gotten the better of you on a number of occasions. Bobby Roode, has he learned from his mistakes? Has he figured out how to beat McIntyre? Or is he just relying on his experience to get the job done here? Recent experience, McIntyre's got the job done. Surely Bobby Roode has to come into this match with a different game plan, try and figure out how can he beat Drew McIntyre. I'm not sure. McIntyre has been pretty impressive over the last number of months ever since arriving to NXT, now moving up to Raw. Despite the mishap against Ziggler, he looked pretty good in that match, and Dolph Ziggler is a tough competitor, but McIntyre could have had that matchup won if it wasn't for the distraction by Bobby Roode. And that was draft night. Now it's payback. And will we see McIntyre get some payback here with a superplex? Oh, here's the strength! Drew McIntyre! Bobby Roode, all the blood rushing to the head! Slam down! What a superplex by Drew McIntyre! Could be it here for Bobby Roode, should be it! Bobby Roode, is he out? He kicks out though. Oh, he's only stayed in this match, but I mean, look, you take a few of those shots, you're gone, no doubt. Luckily, it's pretty early days in the matchup. Bobby Roode's still pretty fresh, but that will certainly knock him back a few steps. There's now a buckle bomb there by Roode. McIntyre meeting the turnbuckles, and now the shoulders are down. Roode doesn't hook the leg though, and it perhaps could have cost him. Bobby Roode, Drew McIntyre in the middle of the ring right now. Both back and forth at the moment. It's been a pretty even contest. We expected this from these two superstars. As we said, two rising stars, two men that could potentially be top superstars here on Raw. Right hand there by Drew. We could see these two men fight for the Universal Championship one day, I think. No doubt. As Bobby Roode driven into the turnbuckle. McIntyre now into the running power slam. Nicely executed there as the hook of the leg. Roode's down and a kick out. Running power slam there by Drew McIntyre. Gives you a bit of a friendly reminder about Braun Strowman. I'm sure he'll be watching this one backstage with close intent, knowing that perhaps one of these two could face him in the near future. Bobby Roode into the corner. McIntyre with the boot right to the jaw. He's getting taken down here, close to the ropes. Not going to be called for the break. It's the shoulder up though. Bobby Roode, if he loses to Drew McIntyre again, you just have to get the feeling that McIntyre is just a better man. There's not a lot that Roode can do. Sometimes you have these guys in your career that no matter what happens, you just can't beat them. No matter what. As a clothesline. We've seen it throughout history. You look at an Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio sometimes. Rey Mysterio would just beat Eddie Guerrero time and time again, no matter what happened. No matter what Eddie Guerrero tried to do. And sometimes these things happen. As now Roode driving the hand right around the throat of McIntyre. And you're going to pick up Drew now. And here comes a spinebuster. Bobby Roode starting to put the plan into motion here. Thinking about the glorious DDT. Going to try and find it. Drew McIntyre knew it was coming. Found a counter. Now the Boston Crab by Drew. Wrenching the body of Roode back. Oh my goodness, the torque on it. So much pain right now for Bobby Roode. He's going to try and find a way to counter it. Roode, oh! Roode using the strength in his legs. He does not skip leg day, and there's a good reason why. And McIntyre able to kick out. Bobby Roode still going in this match, but any more pressure there by McIntyre will certainly set Roode back a few steps. He hit the spine buster. Just needed to find the glorious DDT. If he had found it, well, he could have had his hand held up high right now and heading home, heading to the showers. Instead, he's got to keep on fighting. Now full Nelson and drives him down. McIntyre, all the pressure being into the tailbone there, slammed into it, rolls to the outside of the ring, and that's not a place you really want to be in a no-holds-barred match. Oh, Bobby Roode with a suplex. Both men happy just to fight each other, not necessarily looking towards grabbing a weapon or anything along those lines. Just want to fight each other and beat each other in the middle of the ring. Oh, Bobby Roode! What a spring off the top of the rope, but I think he went too far. We don't see Roode fly over the top very often. He flew just then. We'll never see that again from Bobby Roode. Oh my goodness. He turned into a cruiserweight just then. Talk about Rey Mysterio. I don't even think Rey could have gone that far. Bobby Roode, wow. But he still missed out. But it's not going to cost him though. Bit of crossroads there by Bobby Roode. Will this be enough? No, not going to go for it. Instead, going to work on the shoulder area of McIntyre. Bobby Roode still has the momentum right now, but McIntyre trying to get it back. Up on the shoulders, Roode with the counter, the elbow. Snapmare takedown. Bobby Roode going to follow it up. And the head of McIntyre whipped back and forth. The cover, no leg hook though. And again, McIntyre able to get the shoulder up. Bobby Roode just making some small little errors in this matchup. Well, as we said a moment ago, not opting to go for the weapons, just opting to try and beat each other in the middle of the ring. But the beauty of No Holds Barred is that no matter what, we will get a decision. No DQs, no countouts. We're going to find out who's the better man. It doesn't have to be about who can use a steel chair the best. It's just about finding who is the better man. And we might be about to find that out right here. McIntyre lining up Bobby Roode with a claymore. Roode kicked in the hand. Cover. Hooks the leg. There's two. Got him. No. Almost had 3. Roode, despite being cut open, he got kicked. He got nailed in the head. Oh, he's able to stay in it though. Bobby Roode almost had his head kicked off by that Claymore. But McIntyre, unable to put him away yet. Roode barely stays in the match, and now he's bleeding. That's not a good sign for Bobby Roode. Up in the shoulders. McIntyre with the elbows, countering. These two men know each other so well. They've had so many wars with one another. Roode slammed down. McIntyre, has he got enough in the tank to go for the cover? He had to wait a few seconds. He's there now. Hooks the leg. Oh, again, nearly. Just a 2 count once again. Bobby Roode is hurting. McIntyre keeps the pressure on. Both men not giving up yet. Still got plenty in the tank. You'd have to think. Bobby Roode has to try and dig deep. McIntyre is in control of this matchup right now. And Bobby Roode needs to try and find something. Not sure what he can do. McIntyre just continues to outpower him. Roode might have to try something a little bit different. Maybe go for a submission that we've not seen from him before. Something different. Just to put McIntyre off his game. Because right now, McIntyre, he's completely in control. He just knows what to expect from Roode. And after Bobby Roode's been busted open, things are not going his way at all. McIntyre going to go for it again. Roode in big trouble. Here it comes again! Gotta be it now. Has to be it. Roode's down. 2. Has he got him? No, he does not get him again. A kick out at 2. But let's not forget, this is why Roode remained champion in NXT for as long as he did. His resilience, his perseverance, the ability to kick out in situations that you'd never expect him to kick out of. Somehow, he digs deep and is able to stay in matchups as McIntyre bowled over the referee as he was going to hit the ropes. Referee poor positioning, but he seems to be okay, thank goodness. Referee, all he's got to do in this match is count to 3. Not a hard job. Somehow, he's still making a meal of it. Right now, Bobby Roode, he's bleeding like a stuck pig. It's not going too well for him. Blood all over the place. We've already seen a bit of blood earlier on in our matchups, and we're seeing it again here tonight. And I'm sure when Sami Zayn, if he can get his carcass out to the ring, I'm sure he'll probably be bleeding again, reopening a recent wound. Bobby Roode, look at the blood streaming down the face. There's a spine buster though. It's not over yet. Roode's not done yet. The cover, McIntyre close to the ropes. Won't matter. There's 2 and McIntyre kicked out again. Well, Bobby Roode, he's not finished yet. McIntyre back to his feet. Here it comes, perhaps. Glorious DDT. Going for it. Roode gets it. Bobby Roode gonna steal it from McIntyre. Hooks the leg. And no, again. Roode can't believe it. But another kick out. McIntyre won't give up. Roode won't give up. Bobby Roode with blood all over his face, going to fly. Missed again. Might have to think about putting the aerial sold away. It's not working too well for him so far. Up with the shoulders again. Bobby Roode in danger. Oh, hung up again. Hooks the leg again. McIntyre. Will he put him away here? Roode is a bleeding mess right now. But he's not given up. Glorious DDT nearly had McIntyre beat. Spinebuster after spinebuster. But yet McIntyre still stands up right now. Still in this match. Roode still in this match. But for how much longer? No holds barred. Forget about the weapons. It's just about beating the hell out of each other in the middle of the ring. And that's what we wanted to see between the two. Roode close to the ropes. Hang on. Using them as an extra leverage here. Using for an advantage. Referee didn't see it. Doesn't see much. But he's still unable to make sure that Roode stopped using the ropes. And Bobby Roode won't get the win though. Drew McIntyre able to kick out regardless. Now Drew looking for the corner. Finds a forearm and a fist. Right to the face. Now McIntyre again trying his luck. Will this be it? Bobby Roode is hurting. Still has enough in the tank. McIntyre just testing him and testing him no matter what. Just making sure that Bobby Roode has to keep on working. Roode, has he got anything left in the tank? He's looking pretty gassed at the moment. Blood streaming down the face. That's going to be impacting his sight, impacting everything for him. McIntyre, oh! Runs out, slams him down, and maybe this could be the end. Roode is down. McIntyre trying to stop Roode from getting back to his feet. Roode's trying. Now Drew. Uh-oh. Looking for the future shock. DDT! For the first time he finds it in the match. And it gets him the win. McIntyre beats Bobby Roode. What a match. Two men who gave everything they had. Nothing left to give. It's all been left in the ring. And McIntyre again gets the best of Bobby Roode. No matter what Roode does, he just can't seem to beat this man. Roode kicked out of 2 claymores, somehow stayed in it. But at the end of the night, the future shock DDT, enough. That's all McIntyre had to find, but it took him nearly the whole match to find it. And it was the last say for Bobby Roode. 1, 2, 3. Nothing left to give. Roode unable to beat Drew McIntyre. Bleeding, but he fought hard, Bobby Roode. No matter what McIntyre threw at him, he hit back with something of his own. And at the end of the night, Drew McIntyre will have his hand held up high. He is the winner. But what does the future hold for Drew McIntyre here on Raw? Well, you go from Drew McIntyre and Bobby Roode, who just beat the crap out of each other, to a match where we could see the exact same thing. Two men who, well, in such a short period of time have found a hatred for one another. It's Lashley versus Lesnar. We'll go back to WrestleMania. Lesnar about to put Braun Strowman out of commission. Lashley would make his debut here in the Universe mode, spearing Brock Lesnar and making a major statement when he took down Lesnar again with a Dominator. We go back to Raw the next night, where Lesnar would lay out Lashley, and when Bobby Lashley had his chance for revenge, he tried to make the most of it on SmackDown. He went for the spear. Lesnar got the better of him, and now, when these two men finally meet tonight one-on-one, we'll get a fair chance to see who is the better man and who is the most dominant beast in the WWE. Two men, similar paths, now collide. Having success in the MMA world has both Lashley and Lesnar success in the wrestling world. Now both have a chance to come here tonight and clash one-on-one to find out who is the better man between the two. Well, Lashley has the size to match up with Brock Lesnar, something that not many do. Lashley can certainly go toe-to-toe with Lesnar tonight. Lashley made his SmackDown debut here for Universe Mode, dispatching Sin Cara pretty quickly. Lashley looked the real deal. And tonight, we'll get a chance to see Lashley make his pay-per-view debut at Payback, a chance to see if he is the real deal. Can he take down the beast, Brock Lesnar? Lesnar marches his way to the ring. It's been an interesting last season or two for Lesnar. Recently challenging for the Intercontinental Championship after missing out on winning the Royal Rumble. Lesnar wondering what his future holds for him. Missed out on beating Braun Strowman at WrestleMania. Now he's got this Lashley issue, and we might be about to see the two go at it already. Here we go. Lashley not waiting around. Right hand's coming after Lesnar immediately. Now going to drive Lesnar back towards the stage area. Up the ramp he goes. And Lashley starts things off here. It's not a Falls Count Anywhere match. It's not a no-holds-barred match. It has to happen in the middle of the ring, and this one hasn't started yet. Lesnar and Lashley going after one another here. Lesnar with big right hands. Lashley still coming after Lesnar, not giving up there with a knee. These two have been brawling all around for the last number of weeks. Every time they're in the same building at the same time, they end up fighting. Whether they be in the ring or the backstage area, doesn't matter. They want to fight each other no matter what, and it's just such a short period of time. Just this competitive rivalry between the two is a scoop slam. This competitive rivalry between the two has just sparked a huge battle. Just a blood feud in such a short period of time. Both want to be the best. Lashley! Oh! Bowled over the top off the ramp. Lands out on the concrete area. He had to go launching through the air there. And Lesnar with a real advantage now. Oh, what a slam! Again onto the concrete. Horrible start here for Lashley. And this is not even an official match yet. These two are just beating each other up. Using this announce table as well to bounce each other off again. And again into the corner this time. Lashley using it to full effect. Now Lashley going to use this vacant area over here to come after Brock Lesnar. Lashley hurting already. Now going to try and return the favor. Bobby Lashley has Lesnar up in a powerbomb. Jackknife powerbomb. Lesnar slammed down to the concrete this time himself. And now, again, heading towards the staging area. Lashley with the elbow. Lashley went for a big haymaker, missed out. Lesnar tried to get one in himself. This time Lesnar with a few right hands. Lesnar with a clothesline. And has Lashley down. Brock Lesnar, wondering what his next move will be. He's trying to recover a little bit after being slammed to the concrete. And now, Bobby Lashley again into the corner of that staging area. These two men fighting away. Brock Lesnar might be looking towards the stage area, that going up to the ramp again. Referee's going to try and get in the middle of this. He's been trying to tell them to get back in the ring. And Lesnar, you might want to turn around. Lashley slowly getting up. He's hurting. Lashley dangerously close now. He could get slammed. Oh, he's teetering. Almost gets taken over to the concrete area again. Lashley going to try and get Lesnar the hell away from that stage, that announce table area, and try and get him back up to the top. And these two men just fighting away. There's no point bringing any security out or anyone like that. Who the hell's going to get in here to stop these two? This referee, he's not trying it that hard. He's just saying, hey guys, can you cut it out? Because why would you try and get in the middle of these two behemoths? Lesnar, suplex, oh, slams down Lashley onto the top of the stage area. Lashley is hurting. Lesnar again punishing Bobby Lashley. Now the gut wrench, oh, and another suplex again. Harsh landing for Bobby Lashley. Brock Lesnar in complete control of this brawl. It's not a match, it's just a brawl right now. Lashley back to his feet, and Lesnar heading to the backstage area. He's had enough. Lashley, he's going to follow though. We're not done yet. Well, we'll try and get a camera back there. Right now we don't have anyone back there, and I suppose this match is not going to happen. We'll have to move on to our next one. It's for the Raw Tag Team titles. But I suppose this Lesnar and Lashley affair will have to continue later on. And we'll have to try and get a camera back there to see what's going to happen. But Dash and Dawson are out here tonight, ready to challenge the Hardy Boys for the Raw Tag titles. But, you know, I suppose this Lesnar and Lashley thing, is it over? I don't know. Can we try and separate it backstage? I'm not sure. But what we do know right now is that a Raw Tag Team title match is about to happen. And Lesnar and Lashley will have to try and get an update for you on what happens there later on. We'll try and get a camera back there and, well, get any sort of action, get any sort of footage there, what's going to happen between those two. We now shift gears. Let's shift gears to the Raw Tag Team title matchup where the Hardy Boys defend their Raw Tag Team championships against the Revival. The Hardy Boys winning the Raw Tag Team championships back at the Royal Rumble, successfully defending it at WrestleMania as well. Both times they defeated the Club to do so. The Hardy Boys now move away from the Club. They're over on SmackDown now and look to challenge new contenders here on Raw. The Revival, they're not exactly a new team to Raw, but they are a new team to the Hardy Boys, challenging for the Raw Tag titles here tonight. We'll see how the Hardy Boys fare. They've been in good touch over the last number of months, but can they keep that momentum going? We're about to find out here right now at WWE Payback. The Revival, great team. They've had some success down in NXT, moved up to Monday Night Raw and have come close on a few occasions to winning these Raw Tag Team Championships. Not quite yet though. On a night where championships have been changing hands, You have to wonder, will the Hardy Boys lose their titles here tonight to the upcoming emerging Revival? Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, both great individual superstars coming together as a legendary tag team. And you have to wonder what their ambitions are. They still want to be tag team champions. Obviously, a lot of new teams to face here in the division as of right now, with obviously new teams coming from NXT, such as Roderick Strong, Cassius Ohno, Sanity as well. Some new upcoming teams to look forward to, but also some other teams that the Hardy Boys have yet to really go up against, have a chance to rise up and show us what they can do. So it is an interesting time for the Hardy Boys, but now their mission, their goal is to hang on to these championships for as long as they can and put their name up there as one of the best tag teams right now in the WWE, and perhaps one of the better teams in Universe Mode history. We know they're an all-time legendary team, but it's time to put up or shut up here in Universe Mode and show us if they belong in that list. Scott Dawson, Dash Wilder, the Revival, with Dawson in there at the moment to start things off as he hooks that leg of Hardy with a single leg takedown, spinning him off his feet, and continues to work away on that left leg of Jeff Hardy. And that's not a bad idea, considering Jeff Hardy loves to fly. Terrific idea to try and take that out of his moveset very early. No surprise Revival are trying to execute that, being a throwback team. Hardy Boys certainly a team of the current generation, or that new generation of superstars that changed the game. Now at a veteran status themselves, they need to prove that they still can do it. They can still hang with the young up-and-coming teams. Scott Dawson heading to the second right now is Jeff Hardy, trying to figure out what his next move will be. Dash Wilder watching on, as now a boot there by Dawson, and finds a leg and delivered it over the chest of Jeff Hardy. Not a bad move there. Don't normally see him execute those types of maneuvers off the second, and that's not a bad idea to throw something a little bit different, a spanner in the works here in this matchup right now for Scott Dawson and the Revival. Matt Hardy now teaming up with Jeff Hardy as the tag's been made, and a double back body drop. Big time elevation there as Matt Hardy now heads to the second rope himself. Can he find the elevation for the leg drop? Yes, he could, but couldn't quite get the mark. Snapmare takedown now by Matt. They're going to work away on the chin with that jaw area of Scott Dawson, who may need to look for a tag. Matt Hardy very fresh. Scott Dawson been in there for a couple minutes now, and Jeff Hardy worked him over a little bit. Here's the tag now. Dash Wilder is in, and he's not in a hurry. Dawson going to wrap up the legs, and a boot there, working away on Matt Hardy. Nicely done there by Dash Wilder. Now on to the second. What can he produce? Went for the double axe. Missed out though, as now Matt Hardy has a hold of him, picks him up, and drives him straight back down, landing on the midsection. And now Hardy drags him over to the corner, making sure he's not going to get anywhere near a tag, and tags in Jeff Hardy as well. Hardy Boys looking good early on. They're working well as a team. No surprise there that that's the case. Jeff went for a splash. Not a lot of room to roll out of the way, so he still caught him a little bit on the way down, but for the most part, Dash able to roll out of majority harm's way. And hangs him up on the ropes, and a harsh landing to the outside. That's a tough predicament to be in if you are Dash Wilder. You're falling onto your back to the outside of the ring. There's nowhere to go. And that's a tough landing out there. It's going to hurt. But a clothesline there by Dash, getting himself back into it, I think. Jeff Hardy had a big matchup not too long ago against Samoa Joe. Missed out, though, on the victory. Joe beat him on that occasion, but Jeff, a chance to step up and see how he fared as a singles competitor. I'm sure he's got that in the back of his mind. I'm sure the Hardy Boys are considering it. And Hardy Boys, obviously their focus right now is on the tag team division, but if they ever lose those titles, you have to wonder, will they look to move away from the division and head to the singles? Right now, looking pretty good here against Dash Wilder. Another tag as Matt Hardy's back in. And this is what they're doing so well here tonight. The Hardy Boys, frequent tags in and out, not making sure, or certainly making sure they're not getting isolated there, whereas the Revival, been a little bit sluggish on the tags, not able to really get them in and out at a quick rate. And, oh, the arm on the shoulder. Dash Wilder, look out. German suplex. Here's an opening if he wants it for the tag. I think he's thinking about it. Matt Hardy in the way. Matt Hardy going to try and block him from going there now. Front face lock here by Dash. Going to pick up Matt. And there's the suplex. Nicely executed. Matt Hardy is down. And Dash has a chance to capitalize. But not going to happen though as a shoulder. And now Dash dragged again towards Jeff Hardy. And another tag being made. Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy, trying to prove that they are still the top team. They are the team to beat on Raw, despite new teams coming in, new teams emerging for a chance at these championships. The Hardys still remain the top team, and now the twist of fate. Dash Wilder in a lot of strife right now. Tossed over the top, and Dash, instead of going for the offense, and looks for the tag instead, and gets it. I gotta say, probably for the best. Was in there for a little bit of time, was suffering a lot of damage, was struggling a little bit. A tag to get Scott Dawson back in. Well, he had a chance. Jeff Hardy was on the apron. He could have knocked him down. Instead, he went for the tag. Perhaps he maybe should have knocked him down, then gone for the tag. Instead, Dawson has to try and wrestle back control of this match away from the Hardy Boys. There's a chance for another tag. They'll take it. Dash Rider will be back in. Scott Dawson, here we go! Oh, the Shatter Machine! We're going to have new tag team champions, folks. There's the cover, but Hardy gets in there. Dawson couldn't do his job. Couldn't keep him away. And just when you thought the revival, hang on! In the top right corner, he just took the turnbuckle padding off. The referee was distracted looking at Scott Dawson trying to make sure he got out of the ring. And Dash took complete advantage. Nice slick move there by Dash, but he gets taken down. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to take advantage though. Jeff Hardy trying to pump himself up, get back into this match. There's a crossbody. Atomic drop. And here comes the leg. Drop right there. Nice combination. Again, another boot to the face. Jeff Hardy back in this one. Trying to stop the tag from happening. And he does. Dash Wilder met with a knee. I don't know if Jeff Hardy knows about the turnbuckle. He's about to. Oh, into the exposed turnbuckle. The plan backfires. Dash Wilder into the exposed buckle. And he's doing okay. He's got a grimace on his face as he tries for the cover. He's lucky his face didn't land in it. Otherwise, this one would have been over. His back is got to be hurting. Jeff Hardy needs to try and take advantage of it. Neck breaker now by Jeff. He's down. Matt Hardy's working away on Dawson with a DDT to the outside. Jeff Hardy at the top. Swanton bomb. Cover. Hooks the leg. 2. He's got it. There's the 3. Matt Hardy took care of Scott Dawson. And Dash Wilder unable to kick out. Jeff Hardy picks up the win for the Hardy Boys. They retain their Raw Tag Team Championships here tonight. What an effort by the Hardys. Great display of tag team work. They worked really well as a team tonight. The Revival, just their lack of tags, really cost them. I'm sure they'll be back and have another chance at these titles down the line. But for right now, the Hardy Boys still on top. Still the team to beat. Still the best team on Raw. Well, lots of new teams, lots of new potential opponents are coming up for the Hardys. They're still the champions right now, and they're still the team to beat. And oh, hang on, we're backstage. Backstage, Lashley and Lesnar. We forgot about those two. We've got a camera back there. We've been told that security was there trying to break things up, and the two have separated. And now, I guess they've just given up. They're going to let the two go at it. They're going to break a lot of things backstage, in my opinion. Lashley bouncing off that stage equipment now into the wall. Oh, that's going to hurt. Lesnar going into the office there. I think that's Stephanie McMahon's office. I think she's in there working backstage here tonight. Lesnar gets Lashley up. I think he wants him to go in that office. Oh, again into the wall. The knees into the chair as well. Oh boy. These two They've been brawling for the last few minutes here whilst that tag match was going on. We couldn't restore order. Lashley, he's going to go in the office now. Lesnar's going to follow. Lashley's in, Lesnar now in. And here we go, Lesnar. Oh, shot to the midsection. Right hand. More right hands, but this one's blocked. You can see Stephanie's in the corner there. She's got nowhere to go. She's kind of caught up in the middle of this one. What's she going to do? I don't know. Lesnar now going to launch Lashley into her desk. Oh, there's an expensive laptop there. You don't want to break that one. You don't want to hurt the boss either, Stephanie McMahon. Lashley now. Going to trying to drive Lesnar over that table, but missed out this time. Hits the suplex instead. Both men working towards that table. Lashley now trying to get Lesnar there again, but Lesnar's resisting. He's trying everything he can, Lesnar, to avoid it. Lashley's dazzled and dazed. Lesnar now driving him over towards the couch. Lashley's able to stay alive. He's not going to it. Oh, this time he lands on that table. Near that laptop as well. Now Lesnar grabs a hold of Lashley. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, the power bomb onto the table. That's hardwood. And Lashley could be done. He could have spinal injuries. We've seen, I remember Shawn Michaels with a casket landing on wood like that. It took him out of commission for years. Lashley, the lower spine, the vertebrae, well, they'll be crushed into that table. He seems to be moving a little bit now, which is great, thank goodness. Well, what a battle those two have had. Lesnar getting out of the building. He's gotten the limousine. He's gone. Thank goodness that brawl is over. We now shift gears to the Fatal 4-Way match, one of our featured matches of tonight's show. A Fatal 4-Way for the Universal Championship. Joe, Rollins, Balor, and Orton. It's a 4-way to determine who will be Raw's top star. And here comes a SmackDown superstar in Seth Rollins. Yes, that's right. Seth Rollins drafted from Raw to SmackDown. And this is absolutely his last chance to win a Universal Championship. We've been told if he wins, he will feature on both brands for as long as he is the champion. Which, to be honest, is just a major get for Raw, and that's probably a big disappointment for SmackDown. It works in both ways. SmackDown's very own Seth Rollins is the Universal Champion, so it's a little embarrassing for Raw, but in saying that, Rollins' focus has not been on SmackDown. He has not even appeared on SmackDown yet since being drafted. He's been on Raw, so SmackDown's big draft pick yet to even feature on his new brand, which, well, you have to say, is a big concern for Edge. And if he wins his Universal title tonight, he might as well just be a Raw superstar. Rollins clearly unfinished business to do with Samoa Joe and this Universal title, a title he lost at WrestleMania. And now, insert Randy Orton to the picture. Speaking of SmackDown, he was drafted from SmackDown over to Monday Night Raw. He's a former tag team champion in recent times, dominating the tag division of SmackDown, leaving the division, heading into the Universal Championship division right now on Raw, immediately coming over from SmackDown to Raw and gunning for the top prize. He's had issues with Finn Balor in the last number of weeks. The two have been battling away, even going to the stage area, and Randy Orton hitting an RKO up there. Not good at all for Finn Balor. And oh boy, we're about to see a side of Finn Balor that is ever so dangerous. Randy Orton has awoken a demon inside of him. Randy may be the Viper. He may be the Apex Predator, whatever you want to call him. But is that enough to slay, to defeat, to stop a demon? Royal Rumble winner, Finn Balor. WWE Champion, the longest reigning WWE Champion in Universe Mode history. Slap on a Money in the Bank victory as well. Balor has done it all. He has been so successful. But make no mistake about it, he wants that Universal title badly. And here he is. Finn Balor, live and in person. Not just any Finn Balor though, the Demon himself. Balor is here tonight to try and capture the championship that he's yet to hold, but a championship that he has watched Samoa Joe have, and Balor craves this title. An incredible superstar is Finn Balor, and what a run he's been having here in Universe Samoa, but it's been a while since he's been champion. Last SummerSlam was when he lost the WWE title. He spent months away from injury, returned at the Royal Rumble to win that Royal Rumble match, but then lost at WrestleMania. Can you believe it? He lost to Roman Reigns in the big clash for the WWE title. A loss to Balor, a win to Reigns, and then Balor drafted from SmackDown to Raw. It's a fresh start for Balor, and he would love to start off with a Universal title victory. There he is, Finn Balor. He puts on that paint, and he becomes a new man. So dangerous. It's so difficult to stop. Speaking of danger, Samoa Joe is as tough as it gets. And when you face him in the ring, your life is in danger. This man is a killer. This man is a monster. Joe has no care in the world for anybody but himself. He just wants that championship around his waist. That is his goal in life. It has been his mission. And at WrestleMania, he accomplished it. He beat Seth Rollins in the main event of WrestleMania to win that Universal title. And now Joe must hang on to this championship. It's been a title he's been working towards ever since Money in the Bank last season. And he's finally got it. But how long will he last as champion? Can he keep this title for a lengthy period of time, or will it be a short stint for Samoa Joe? The Samoan badass looks to defend against three of Raw's best, well, one SmackDown man as well, but three of the best right now in the WWE compete for the Universal titles. We kick things off straight away. Surprisingly, Balor coming after Rollins, Joe and Orton. It's interesting because Balor and Rollins have been teaming up in the last couple of weeks. Short-term allies, as has been Joe and Orton. But now that's thrown out that's thrown away as soon as the match begins and the title on the line. It's a fatal four-way rule, obviously similar to the triple threat earlier on. You have to be pinned inside the ring or submitted. And if you're the champion, you don't have to be pinned to lose that title, which makes it very difficult for Samoa Joe here tonight in his first title defense. Especially you add in Randy Orton, you add in Finn Balor, and of course a familiar face in Seth Rollins. Joe is in for a tough night indeed. Rollins right hand there to Finn Balor. Now Balor turns around, comes back after Seth. Orton and Joe still going after one another. It's been interesting. Obviously Rollins and Joe have a lot of personal history between one another, but Finn Balor and Randy Orton the last few weeks, it's been a short-term thing, but geez, they've come up against each other very much so, and they have quickly found a disdain for one another. Finn Balor, he's coming after Rollins. I'm not sure why. There's press now by Orton, how he inserts himself into the situation coming after Rollins. And now Balor gets met with a beautiful power slam by Randy. Joe and Orton again. Orton, perhaps another power slam, couldn't find it. This time finds a counter there on Samoa Joe, who's trying to pick him up. And Finn Balor comes after Orton here. Obviously Finn Balor, as we said, plenty of hatred for Randy Orton, but it was on draft night where he confronted Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe is celebrating his big title victory at WrestleMania, and then Finn Balor would confront him and announce himself as the newest draft pick to Monday Night Raw. Here's the cover now as he hooks the leg knot. So Finn Balor getting the face of Samoa Joe very quickly, but it was later on that night where Randy Orton would insert himself into the situation when he took on Seth Rollins. What we thought was going to be Seth Rollins' final match on Raw. There was an agreement to allow Seth Rollins to compete for the championship here tonight. The two GMs coming together to sort that deal out. Oh! Big kick there by Seth Rollins on Randy Orton. Joe and Balor to the outside of the ring. Well, Seth Rollins, you have to wonder what his intentions are. If he becomes Universal Champion, he's a SmackDown man. You'd have to think his care for SmackDown thrown out the window. Well, let's not forget, Rollins has never been a part of SmackDown until now. So he's never even appeared on his new brand before SmackDown. He's been a Raw guy through and through, so there's no real surprise that Rollins wants to try and remain on Raw and finish off any unfinished business that he may have. before he starts completely fresh over on SmackDown. There is some familiar faces over there on that brand. Dean Ambrose, as we've seen. Roman Reigns, Sami Zayn. Those two men we'll see later on in our main event tonight. AJ Styles, we saw earlier on as well. So some familiar faces for Seth, but he's never appeared on that blue brand as a part of that roster. Rollins rolls out of the way. Outside of the ring now as Joe and Balor can fight it out in the middle of the ring. This is when you want to strike. When you got one man down and... oh, hang on. Balor springs off the ropes in a drop kick. Joe going to the outside of the ring. Orton trying to fight off Finn Balor here. He's got him now. Grabs a hold of him. He uses these ropes to get a bit of leverage for that neck breaker. I was going to say, this is when you want to strike. When you got one opponent in the ring, the other two are down to the outside. A real chance to strike. That's when you got to make the most of it. Finn Balor with the right hand. Missed out now as Finn Balor picked up and drilled down there by Orton. Now Randy Orton going to drag Finn towards the middle of the ring. Chance now for Orton to strike. Samoa Joe and Rollins bowing away. Familiar rivals going at it again. Orton stomping away now on Finn Balor. Just stomping on every inch of Finn Balor's body. Finn Balor feeling the pain as he gets stomped into the head repeatedly. And Finn Balor's single leg takedown. Rollins trying to fend off Samoa Joe towards the bottom of your screen. Drags Joe back into the ring now. Finn Balor, he's up. He's coming after Randy now. Rollins getting this crowd behind him. Sling blade there by Finn Balor. Joe trying to get back to his feet. Randy Orton is hurting. Finn Balor is on a roll. Finn Balor could be out to win this thing. There's the knee! The King's Landing knee there by Seth Rollins. Meanwhile, Balor lines up Orton, drills him into the corner. Rollins could be about to win. Balor could be about to win. Rollins, he's got to go for the cover. He is. Balor's going for the coup de grace, but he has to stop the cover. He's not going to do so. Joe kicks out. Now Balor's going to go back up there for it. He's going to go for the coup de grace again. Finds it. Rollins lands on Joe. Balor gets the cover in first. And no! I think Rollins broke it up just in time. I think Randy was about to kick out, but if not, I think Rollins may have broken it up anyways. Rollins almost had Joe. Well, I think he had Joe beat, but he had to stop and wait because Finn Balor was about to beat Randy Orton. Finn Balor was about to beat Orton while Seth Rollins was about to beat Joe, so both men unsure. Should they go for it? Do they take the risk and not break up each other's pinfalls? Do they just try and pin their opponent, go for the win? Or do they try and be on the defense and try again later? Well, it was a bit of a mixture of both. They're able to execute their top moves, but also able to defend at the same time. Barely surviving did Randy Orton from that coup de grace. Oh, the referee gets caught up there in a strike by Finn. Now Rollins and Balor are going to go after each other. Why not? They're looking pretty good so far in this match, getting close to pinning either Orton or Joe. Now fighting each other. Meanwhile, Joe and Orton going to fight away here in the middle of the ring. The referee is down, so that's going to be an issue for Samoa Joe if he gets himself an opportunity to put Orton away, and he's about to. Coquina clutch locked in. Nowhere for Orton to go. Orton nowhere to go, and he's tapping. Randy's tapping. Joe thinks he's won the match, but the referee's down. Joe had the match won. Orton was tapping out, but the referee is down. He's now stirring. He's now starting to come back to his senses here. Thank goodness. I thought he was gone forever, but he's back. But now Samoa Joe has to set up Orton again for that Coquina clutch. He had the match won. Well, that's going to be very, very frustrating for Samoa Joe. You had the match won, and you're gonna find that same move again. It's not easy. You don't get many chances to put your opponent away in a fatal four-way. When you get them, you got to take advantage. Rollins, cover, hooks the leg, no. Joe there to break things up. Rollins not really aware that right then that Joe was hanging around. Orton to the outside, he's down. He's trying to get up. And, oh, Seth Rollins now trying to battle Finn Balor. Samoa Joe getting in the way. Drives Rollins to the corner. You don't want to be here against Samoa Joe. This is dangerous, dangerous territory. That muscle buster could be coming. Instead, Joe thinking about something else. Finn Balor, you might want to get out of the way because Seth Rollins is coming down. Back suplex there by Joe. Rollins is hurt. He's out of the equation now. Samoa Joe coming after Balor. Orton gets in the way. Picks him up. Joe counters. Balor immediately coming after Joe. Both men, Orton and Balor, feeling as though Joe could be the threat here. Both targeting him right now. Orton is down again. Balor this time grabs a hold of Samoa Joe. Going to drive him towards the corner. Rollins slowly getting back to his feet. Joe is going to say g'day to the ring post. That's going to hurt Joe in the shoulder. Now picked up again. And a neck breaker there by Finn Balor. Real chance now to strike, but Samoa Joe smartly rolls outside the ring. That's a bit of veteran experience on display right there. There's an inside cradle nearly. Finn Balor trying his luck to put Orton away. Rollins now going to roll through. Look out. Oh, big kick. And that cut Orton open. A boot right to the skull. Orton's in trouble now. Great danger for Randy Orton as Seth Rollins lines him up. No Joe. No Balor. Real time to strike. Rollins could win it here. But Orton with a counter. Huge counter. I think he was looking for that King's Landing or perhaps even the curb stop. Oh, went for that knee right there. Missed out though. Couldn't quite find his opponent. He tried to find the landing. Missed out. As now Samoa Joe has Rollins in the corner. Again, you don't want to be here. Joe, regardless, has a hold of Rollins. Finn Balor is down. Orton, he's going to watch on. Samoa Joe going to hook those arms. This is not good for Rollins. Oh, suplexed off the top. Underhook suplex and superplex onto Rollins. He's in a lot of hurt. Balor bounced off the turnbuckle. Orton, that cut is going to get worse. Randy Orton starting to bleed badly. It's only going to get worse before it gets better, and that's not good at all if you're Randy Orton. He's going to focus now on Finn Balor to the outside of the ring as Seth Rollins hooks the leg. Don't think he's going to get him, but worth a try with Joe in the middle. Kick out of 2. Chaotic, frantic matchup here between 4 of the best right now in WWE. Doesn't matter what brand they're on, they're 4 of the best fighting away for this Universal title that Samoa Joe won at WrestleMania, that Seth Rollins formerly held. And now Orton into the cover. Doesn't get a leg though. No extra pressure applied to that cover and may have cost him as Rollins able to kick out as Randy trying to fire himself up here. Trying to get himself in the zone. In that zone that only Randy gets to perhaps put Rollins away with that RKO as now he's going to stomp away on the body of Seth Rollins. Finn Balor's back in the ring. Joe's back to his feet as well. So both men are back up. And Finn Balor picks up Orton. Oh, can't quite find it. Orton into the inverted DDT. Down goes Finn. Joe after Seth Rollins rather. And now Randy over the top. Joe into the suplex. This is when Joe is at his best. This is a real chance now. A trio of suplexes. This has beaten many men. Oh, he couldn't quite get the shoulders down. Oh, Randy. Oh, nearly stealing a win there. A late 2 count. Joe was too busy. I was focused on Samoa Joe there. Thought he may have been able to beat Seth Rollins with those suplexes. Instead, Orton nearly snuck in with a victory. Orton launches Joe over the top. Rollins is in the ring with Finn. Finn struggling. He can't even make to his feet. And now Rollins coming back after Joe to the outside. I think Rollins realizing and identifying Joe as the biggest target, the biggest threat right now in the match, and he decides to come after him. Finn Balor's in the ring all alone. He's hurting. Might be a good chance to get in there and take him out. Finn going to launch himself at Orton. Meanwhile, Joe wrapping up Seth Rollins. Finn heading to the top. Decided better of it. He realizes Joe's got a submission on. Decides I better break that one up. Decided. It took a long time to decide to do it. And now Joe from behind. Could hit a clutch. Yes, locked in. Seth Rollins trying to break it up. Finn Balor in trouble. And before he can do it, Finn Balor taps. Joe sneaks in with a submission win. Rollins trying to break it up. The referee wouldn't call for the breakup. Despite Rollins kicking Samoa Joe repeatedly, Joe would not release the hold. And the referee saw the tap out, and I guess he had no choice but to call it despite Rollins breaking it up. He was trying his best. He kept stomping and stomping and stomping. And at the end, He just wouldn't let go of the hold. Joe, no matter what, was not letting that grip go. And the referee saw the tap out and he had to call it. Samoa Joe wins the Fatal 4-Way. He's still Universal Champion, and Rollins now moves to SmackDown for good. Rollins gets rid of his arch nemesis and hangs on to his prized possession. It is time for our main event. Roman Reigns defends the WWE Championship against an injured, a battered, a bruised, I don't know. I don't know what else to really say about Sami Zayn. We don't even know if he's going to show up. But if he does, it's Reigns versus Zayn. Can Sami Zayn compete? Can he at least get in the ring and try? And you're wondering why Sami Zayn is hurt? Well, it's pretty obvious. Roman Reigns was the man behind it. Let's take you back to SmackDown. It was Sami Zayn in a Battle Royal, an 8-man Battle Royal match to determine who would face Reigns in this match. Zayn was already bleeding. He copped a knock from The Miz in the match. In the dying moments, Sami Zayn would throw The Miz out right there to win the match and become the number 1 contender. Zayn would celebrate. You can see the blood streaming down the face. He was already a mess. And Reigns would strike while Sami Zayn was not looking and hit him with a steel chair repeatedly. Just attack him, just assault him. And this is what Reigns does. This is what Reigns is all about. Hits the Superman punch in the ring and would find a spear to follow it up. Roman Reigns, this is what he's been all about. This is why our general manager Edge was not fond of him, because he knew this is the antics that our WWE champion would get up to. There's a spear, and that crushed the ribcage of Sami Zayn. And he hit another one to follow it up as well. Sami Zayn, far from 100%. He has not been seen since his attack, and this was about 3 weeks ago now. Zayn's been on the sidelines. We've been wondering his current status. Will he be ready to go? We're about to find out. Sami Zayn looks as though he is here. And immediately you can see bandages strapped around the rib cage and the midsection of Sami Zayn. He's going to fight, but clearly he's putting on a brave face. Far from 100%. Sami Zayn realizes this is his big chance. He's coming up against Roman Reigns, a man that he's actually beaten a number of times. Season 4, Zayn and Reigns had a big rivalry. In fact, they took on each other at Payback last season. And on that night, Sami Zayn put up a huge fight and surprised us all in what we thought was a breakout performance from him, beating Roman Reigns. Can he do it again? Here at Payback, the crowd boos as the champion comes to the ring. Roman Reigns, the WWE champion. He is the man right now on SmackDown, defeating Finn Balor at WrestleMania. He held onto that championship that he won against AJ Styles at the Royal Rumble. Roman Reigns is the top dog on SmackDown. He comes up against Sami Zayn, a man, as we said, has beaten Reigns before, and if there's anyone that is able to beat Reigns, it has been Zayn. Every time they come up against each other, particularly last season, Zayn was getting the better of him. I guess you could say Zayn was his Achilles heel. Sami Zayn unable to win the WWE Championship last season because he just couldn't quite beat Finn Balor, but he was always able to beat Roman Reigns, which was the reason why Reigns was out of contention for as long as he was. Sami Zayn kept beating him and kept forcing him out of contention. So much history between the two. And here we go. Fast forward 12 months. Reigns is now the champion. Sami Zayn has had to scratch and claw his way to this position. He is back in contention, and he has a chance to win the WWE Championship from Roman Reigns. On a night last year where he beat Reigns at Payback, as you can see the band-aids covering the forehead. That's obviously because of the blood that was streaming down Zayn's face on SmackDown, trying to cover up that cut. Zayn, you can see the bandages all over the body. It's not going to be good for him. It's not going to be easy at all. Roman Reigns, far from liked. Zayn has that victory in the back of his mind, knowing that, hey, I've been able to beat him once before, but is this the same Roman Reigns? I don't think so. this Reigns has gotten even better, even more dangerous than he was 12 months ago. Zayn may have been the breakout star of last season. He had a tremendous year. But can he finally put that potential and turn it into a championship win? The WWE title is on the line. Sami Zayn battles Roman Reigns. We are underway. The main event of Payback. Here we go. Reigns coming after an injured Sami Zayn immediately with a headbutt. And the crowd are not liking it early on here. Roman Reigns, perhaps the most hated man in the entire WWE right now. And he beat that living hell out of Sami Zayn a few weeks ago. And Zayn has got up here. He's decided to come to Payback and try and fight. I'm not sure it was the smartest idea. Clearly he's hurt. But he's here to challenge Reigns and try and win the WWE Championship for the first time in his career. In fact, Sami Zayn has never won a singles title here in Universe Mode. What a moment it would be for Zayn. It'd be a huge surprise as Zayn taking a risk. Well, we know his ribs are hurting. His back might be okay, but still, it's got to hurt every time he takes a tumble. It's going to have to really hurt Zayn. He's just going to have to try and stay on his feet, I think. I think taking his high-risk moves might not be the best idea. Reigns shrugs off the drop kick and now picks up Zayn, drives him into the mat, and Zayn is hurting. Well, Reigns, he's got to be targeting the forehead, obviously knowing that he got injured. He got cut open badly on SmackDown a few weeks ago, and he's got it taped up a little bit here. He's had a bit of time to recover. We've been told he had a number of staples in his head area, and he's obviously had some time to recover and try and let those wounds heal, but clearly he's a little bit worried about it with the bandage on it rather, and now Zayn striking there. DDT. Reigns has a clear target. You try and make Zayn bleed again, and the sight of his own blood sometimes can enrage a man, other times it can scare him. I think in this instance, the fact that Zayn is already so injured, the sight of his own blood could really hinder Zayn's chances of winning tonight. Headbutt there by Reigns. And oh, what a right hand. Reigns, just the bigger, the more powerful between the two. And the crowd giving it to Reigns again. No surprise. They've been pretty clear on their disdain for him for quite some time. As a clothesline on the outside of the ring, Zayn is down. The referee continues his count now. Both men are outside the ring, and Zayn into the announce desk. An elbow as well. This is not going well for Sami Zayn. I mean, you got to give him credit for showing up and fighting. Other guys would have just stayed at home. But this is the biggest moment in his career. He's in the main event of Payback. The title's on the line. He's getting beaten up badly by Reigns so far. This is it for Sami Zayn. This is his moment. And Roman Reigns looking perhaps to end Sami Zayn. Once and for all! Superman punch. I mean, full credit for showing up, but I think he's made a big mistake. He is getting beaten up badly. Zayn is not even in it right now. He's trying to fight. He's trying to pump himself up here. How much has he got in the tank? That's the question. Clothesline. Sami Zayn. Here we go again. Another one. Zayn's going for it. And, oh! Into the drop kick. Down goes Roman Reigns. Reigns has been able to dominate so far, but Zayn getting a bit of offense in. Blue Thunderbomb. Could this be it for Zayn? Sami Zayn is back in it. Might need to look for that haluva kick in the corner. Reigns is in position. Oh, but Reigns with a boot of his own. Perhaps stopping the chance for the haluva kick. Roman Reigns back in control. Zayn hurting, bandaged up. He's like a mummy coming out for a battle here. He's really taped up, and a big clothesline again. He's trying his hardest here. He's trying everything to stay in it, but Reigns with a spear! Not a lot of momentum behind it. Zayn in trouble, close to the rope. Zayn's going to have to kick out, and he will just. That shoulder barely got off the mat, and I mean barely. Referee did call for the 2. And Reigns looking to hit him again. This time with more force behind it. Zayn! Oh my goodness. 2 spears in a row. That's got to be it. Sami Zayn's got to be done. He's fighting for his life. He's fighting with the biggest match of his career. And he stays in it. A 2 count again. Roman cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. How did Zayn kick out there? This is the heart and the determination of Sami Zayn, giving everything he's got here, and he's still fighting. Well, he's up to his feet, showing, hey, I've still got some left in the tank. I can still go. Full credit to Sami Zayn. 2 spears already. One, not a lot of momentum behind it. The second one really caught him well. And not enough to put him away. Well, this is it for Zayn. He knows this is his big moment. This is his time. There's a big chance now to put Reigns away, but a quick kick out at 1. Zayn's had a couple chances throughout his career to win the big one. Hang on, Blue Thunder Bomb. It doesn't go for the cover. Zayn, a finalist in the King of the Ring last season against AJ Styles. He had a chance for the championship against AJ Styles as well in a triple threat match, unable to win on that occasion. But other than that, not many other chances for Sami Zayn. He had some chances against Finn Balor last season as well, but it's been a while for Sami Zayn. He realizes this may be it. That's why he showed up here. He might be hurt, he might be injured, but he's shown up to give everything he's got. He's fighting. Roman Reigns is as tough as it comes, and Zayn is trying his hardest right now to compete. He wants to stay in this match. Reigns driven now into the corner. Zayn could hit him here. Oh, he does! Haluva kick! He's got him! But Zayn is hurt. He can't quite capitalize. He will now. Hooks the leg. This could be it. Zayn, new champion! No! Reigns just kicked out at 2, and he keeps this one alive. Sami cannot believe it. Neither can this crowd. Zayn still on the offense, though. Sliding kick there into the face of Roman Reigns. Zayn giving everything he's got right now despite being hurt. He's still fighting. Reigns almost beating him earlier on. Sami Zayn nearly catching him out there. Reigns, though. Ooh, big headbutt. Sami Zayn slapping off Roman Reigns. He's trying his best right now. And inverted DDT still going. Close battle here between the two. Sami Zayn, I think he's surprising us all in how much he's been able to stay in this one. Going to go for another Blue Thunder Bomb. There's another. Could that be it? Reigns is hurting a lot. Zayn realizes perhaps that's not enough. He's going to think about another Haluva kick. Can he find it? Reigns in the corner. But oh, Reigns grabbed a hold of him as he was thinking about going for it. Sami deciding against it. Going to run up the ropes. And what a tornado DDT! Using the ropes to spring off and connect with it. Well, this man, he took a beating a few weeks ago, but he's shown up here and he is fighting. And I tell you what, he is giving Reigns a run for his money here. Roman Reigns beating down Sami Zayn, but a moment ago, Zayn with a real chance to win this one. Reigns into the cover, could be it. But again, Reigns making some small mistakes. Did not even hook the leg on that occasion. Reigns starting to get a little bit nervous. Starting to get a little bit tough for him, I think. Roman attempted right hand. Zayn blocked it. Reigns now grabs a hold of the midsection. Oh, gut wrench there. Beautiful. Roman Reigns now trying to get Sami Zayn to be busted open here. He's working away on that cut. Vicious right hands to the forehead of Zayn. Now the elbows. He wants to see blood. And that's the sick part of Roman Reigns. He loves injuring his opponents. He loves it when they're hurt. Zayn, I think he was thinking about the Koji clutch there. Couldn't quite find it. Now Roman back on the offense. Reigns, elbow. Well, he's tried to bust Zayn open. And he hasn't been quite able to do it. Oh. There's a beautiful driver. Now Reigns. Could be it. Zayn, though, does kick out again. Sami Zayn. Oh, Superman punch. That could have busted him. Now Zayn in danger again. Another spear. Oh, he got him, but geez, that was a rough spear. He didn't quite get him the way he wanted to. Now he's got him this time. Zayn in trouble. That's got to be it. Reigns. Oh, he's not done it. He has not done it. Sami Zayn still in this battle. How? Where has this come from? Sami Zayn, I talk about digging deep. He's digging to the Earth's core. That's how far he's dug. He's giving every inch of his body here. Everything he's got to stay in this battle. I mean, it is a war right now for Zayn. These two men have a long history, and it's all about the championship right now. Roman Reigns, he can't afford to lose this one. He has taken so long to finally get to this position. He can't lose it now. Zayn is so close. This crowd is on the edge of their seats. Zayn has a hold of Reigns' leg, trying to keep him grounded now. He's going to try his luck for the cover here. Hooks that leg. Reigns in danger. No. Well, I don't know how Zayn has been able to come here tonight, get absolutely beaten up on SmackDown, come to the match with little to nothing in the tank, and able to take even more of a beating and potentially even win this thing. He's taken so many spears. I don't know how he's doing it. Reigns to the clothesline. Reigns must be frustrated, must be realizing this has got to be it, surely. He's now going to line him up for another spear. There's no way he can take another one. Here it comes, another spear! Zayn is down. Looking up at the lights. Reigns got him, surely. Well, referee, no! He counted the 3. Reigns heard the 3rd slap onto the canvas. He says no, 2, and I think he made the right call. Zayn did get the shot on him. It was a little late. Referee did count the 3, but called it back and said just 2. Well, how much will that impact this match? Shoulders down now. Could be it. Zayn going to steal it? No. Well, the spear again. Not able to put Zayn away. Maybe Reigns is going to try and find something else. Does Reigns have anything else? Well, what has he got in that tape? Has he got something? Has he got some steel on the tape or something? I don't know. He's hidden something there because he's got some iron ribs at the moment, because nothing is hurting him. He is just going and going. The adrenaline is pumping, and no matter what Reigns throws at Zayn, he is trying everything, Roman Reigns, and Zayn is still able to kick out. Sami Zayn now going to launch himself over the top. Yes, and connects. Sami Zayn with a chance now. Roman Reigns just, no matter what, just can't beat this man. It's similar to Bobby Roode and Drew McIntyre from earlier. Zayn may just have Reigns' number. Zayn may just be able to beat Roman Reigns no matter what happens. There's just something that Zayn's able to do. He finds a way to beat Roman Reigns. Now Zayn head first. Reigns in trouble now. Sami Zayn gonna drive from the corner. Are we gonna see a haluva kick? No. Reigns gets the boot of his own up again. Sami Zayn trying to get him from behind. Missed out now. Roman Reigns with a few strikes in the midsection. DDT hangs up Reigns. Oh boy. Not going well at all if you're Roman Reigns. As now Zayn again. More kicks coming. Hooks the leg. Oh, a late count of 2, but stays in it. Reigns having to fight as well, having to dig deep. Sami Zayn, well, he's gone so long in this match. It'd be a real shame for him to lose it from here. He's so close. Reigns is hurting. Reigns is running out of ideas. Sami Zayn, he's finding a way. He's gonna find a way, is he? That could be the move to get it done. Driving Reigns into the mat. Reigns, you can see he's dazzled, he's hurt. He's a little sluggish right now, and Zayn turns him around. Roman Reigns, look out, here comes the exploiter into the corner. Sami Zayn finding something we've never seen before from him. He's digging deep. He's trying everything now. Right hand there to Roman Reigns. Sami Zayn again picks him up, but Reigns finds another counter and the neck breaker. Reigns about to crush Sami Zayn's dreams perhaps, but Zayn with a face buster. Reigns is down. Reigns just can't get the better of Zayn right now. Hooks the leg. Reigns is hurting. Reigns is really hurt. Sami Zayn, is he on the verge? Lines up Roman Reigns. Lines him up Sami Zayn now. Here we go. Koji clutch. Locked in. Zayn's got it. Zayn's got it locked in. Reigns is tapping. Roman Reigns has tapped out. Sami Zayn. How the hell did he do it? How did he do it? Sami Zayn beats Roman Reigns and is the new WWE Champion. I cannot believe it. Sami Zayn. He fought through hell and he's come back and he has won the major prize. He's finally done it. Sami Zayn, the new champion. He can't believe it. I can't believe it. Zayn has beaten Roman Reigns tonight. Hold that up high, Sami. You've done everyone proud. You've beaten Roman Reigns. I have no idea how he's done it. What a resilient battle. Oh, God. Reigns from behind has a steel chair. Reigns! Oh boy. Roman Reigns with a steel chair. Nailing Sami in the head. Now into the ribcage. Reigns the sore loser. He tapped out. Reigns tapped out. To the Koji clutch. There's no excuses. He gave up. And he's now taking it out on Sami Zayn. He lost fair and square. There's no one to blame but himself. Roman Reigns, he tapped out and now he can't handle the loss. Driving Zayn into the barricade. Sami Zayn should be celebrating the win. Instead, Reigns pummeling him with those right hands. Sami Zayn gave everything he had to win that matchup. And now Reigns has taken advantage of a defenseless Sami Zayn with a powerbomb to the outside. Oh, God. Roman Reigns. How can you cheer this man? How could anyone like Roman Reigns after what he's doing? He just tapped out. And now he can't handle the fact that he lost. And oh, God. He's lining him up. And here comes a spear through the barricade. Roman Reigns takes out Sami Zayn. Oh, come on. You've already beat. You've just lost to Sami Zayn. You've proven your point. You got beat. Now it's time to call it a night. Let the man celebrate. Let the man at least be conscious on the night that he wins the title. A clothesline there. Zayn is down. Reigns, is he looking towards the announce table? I think he is. And oh, God. He might be about to put Zayn through that table there. Roman Reigns, I mean, you lose the match, just let it happen. The announce table going flying, bits and pieces going everywhere. As now Roman Reigns is going to get Sami Zayn. Oh, just drives him into the apron. The steel steps are there. Why not throw him in there too? Yep, there he goes. This is what Roman Reigns is all about. And this is why Edge never wanted him to be the champion to begin with, because he knew this is the type of character that Roman Reigns is. He's just no good. It's simple as that. You got a man, a Sami Zayn, who's fought for years to get to this position. He finally does it. And now Reigns can't handle it, and he's trying to take it all away from him. Sami Zayn now against the table. Now Roman Reigns has him in position. This is what Reigns wants. Roman Reigns now. Here we go with a Uranagi through the table. My God, look at Sami Zayn. This is a man who came into tonight already beaten up badly. He pulled out a miracle. He won. And now he can't even stand. He's broken. He's done. There's nothing left for Sami Zayn. I mean, look at Zayn. He's out. He's out cold. Roman Reigns in his face, talking trash. Why, Roman? I mean, why does he do this? You lose the match. Well, have a bit of dignity. Walk away. Reigns now picks up Zayn, who's already... he's got nothing left. Zayn is done, and now Reigns is going to head towards the corner. Zayn is about to meet another spear. Here comes Reigns. What a hero. Into the spear, connecting Well, Sami Zayn could be hurt badly. He could be out injured. He may have just won the championship but had maybe no choice but to vacate it. I don't even know. Can he show up tomorrow, or can he show up on SmackDown this week and compete? I don't know. Can he compete in the next 30 days? Will he make it to our next pay-per-view? Well, there's some good signs. Sami, I don't know, he's out of instinct maybe, somehow got to his feet. And Reigns made sure that was short-lived. Another spear. And Roman Reigns may have just ended Sami Zayn once and for all. He wanted it. He promised it earlier on. He's lost the championship. Zayn is the new WWE champion, but you wouldn't know it. You would think Reigns is the champ. You'd think Reigns would have his hand held up high. As Reigns is going to come back into the ring, and he's not done. Well, God, I mean, come on. How much more can a man take? Reigns has just destroyed Sami Zayn. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's a bit of a somber way to end Payback on what was a terrific night of action here in Universe Mode. I thank you very much for joining us for this episode of Universe Mode. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like on it. Comment down below your favorite match of the night, and also put the word down below, Payback, to know that you watched the entire pay-per-view. Put that word down there. Subscribe to see more. Check us out on Twitch, twitch.tv/BrendenPlayz, to watch more live streams there. And while you're there, make sure you hit that follow button. As well as that, the website, BrendenPlayz.com. Go over there in the next couple of days, because we will be having the Slammy Awards voting take place on the website. You can go there and check that out. While you're there, check out the championship history and also the roster pages if you want to know who is on what brand. We've even added a new little update to that as well. Whilst you're there, check out the forums, BrendenPlayz.com/forums, and the Discord channel as well. Free to join, absolutely free to join. Much more fun to be had over there as well. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching Payback. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a big night, and plenty more to come in the next episodes of Universe Mode. You don't want to miss them. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Hit the notification bell as well. You'll never miss an upload that way. And thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.